Okay, let me introduce myself. Maybe that would be fine. As you know, my name is Nayas Pasha. I'm basically from Bangalore. I was born and brought up here. I have done BTech in Electronics and Communication, and I have overall 14 years of experience, out of which 7 years is into the core domain. I was working as a safety engineer, senior safety engineer, and various other roles. I started my career as a safety officer, by the way. And after gaining 7 years of experience in the core domain, I learned SAP EHS module and started working for one of the IT companies as a SAP EHS consultant. So 7 years it's been working as a SAP EHS consultant, and before that I was working as a safety engineer. Okay, and I'm also a part-time trainer for SAP EHS module since 4 years now. I'm currently working on a project. I have 2 implementation projects under me, and apart from that, I was also a part of support project. Zenda, I'm going to meet you because yeah, my voice is getting echoed. Let me mute you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have any questions, please unmute and you can ask. Okay, so let me know about yourself, guys. Before we get into the demo session, I would like to take your small introduction, like your name, what you're currently working as, and what is your educational background, and why do you want to do SAP HS? So these three things would be very important for me to understand your requirement. Okay, maybe anybody can start. Maybe Zenda, you would like to start?
Yes, my name is Geoffrey Zenda.
Yes. Are you currently working, Zenda? And where are you from, basically?
From Tanzania.
Okay, you are from Tanzania, right?
Now.
Okay, are you currently working?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I suppose you are from EHS?
I'm working as an environmental health officer.
Very good.
Uh,
Okay, and why do you want to do SAP EHS, Zenda? Somebody suggested you regarding this, or is it your own interest?
it's my own interest.
Okay, fine. So there are many opportunities for people who want to work in the IT sector as a EHS consultant. More or less, it is similar to the role that you have been working. But only thing is, we would be working on a software called SAP EHS, and you will be
Okay.
working for an IT company basically. And what is
Okay.
your educational qualification, Zenda? May I know?
Yeah, diploma in environmental science.
Diploma in environmental science. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your education plus your experience both match as per the requirement in the IT industry.
Uh,
Yeah. So
uh, 10 years of experience.
yeah, 10 years of
Yeah.
experience. That is good.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
worked
were
as
working
environmental
in.
officer since 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I've worked as environmental officer since 2013.
Okay, 2013. So that's almost like
Yeah.
10 years now. You are from the construction background or you are working in a manufacturing?
No, I'm working at some city council, always being for as for inspection, industrial
Hmm.
inspection, workplaces inspection, business inspection.
Okay. So you are auditor basically.
Yeah, I can say like that.
Okay, good, good. Thank you, Zenda. Thank you so much. I'll go to the next participant and I'll take their introduction. Okay. So next, somebody would like to introduce? I think Govind, Kiran, yeah, please carry on.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Myself, Kiran, and I have done my graduation in. I'm having more than 12 years of experience.
Okay.
Yes,
I think there is some audio issue at your end, Kiran. I know that you are working for JLL as assistant manager EHS.
Yeah.
And your total experience, sorry, I could not hear that part.
I'm having a 12 years of experience in.
12 years of experience. Okay, that's great. That's great. And Kiran, why do you want to do SAP EHS? Do you want to migrate to the IT sector?
So currently, I'm working for IT sectors only. The reason
Mm-hmm.
just want to.
Okay.
EHS.
Okay. Okay. Fine, Kiran. So you may be quite aware of the IT requirements, the work environment, and all. So it will be easy for you to actually accommodate yourself in the IT sector. Okay. Next, we'll take up another user we have. I think it is Govind. Govind, can you hear me? Is it Govind as a guest user? Hello.
Hi, sir. My voice is audible, you, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Now I can hear you. Yes.
Hi, guys. Good evening. My name is Govind Jadhav. I am from Pune city. Actually,
Okay.
my qualification is a B mechanical. After
Okay.
that, pass out, I'm joined manufacturing company. There is
Okay.
a work quality engineers. After that, 3 years experience manufacturing company. After that, moved to EHS officer. Means ADS is completed. I will join
Hmm.
in construction field. And
Construction.
I take yes, 2 years experience from construction, and after that, once I get joined a
Hmm.
mechanical manufacturing company. Now I am
Okay.
doing work in Air Mech, yeah, as a safety officer now.
Okay. Okay. Same in Pune location
Uh,
itself.
yeah, yes, I am staying in Pune.
Okay. Okay. That's great. And Govind, why do you want to learn SAP HS?
Because sir, I would like to do work in IT sector, and yes, I would like to because in safety officer something I'm learned because
Hmm.
EHS field is a good for as a consultant in when EHS knowledge means SFE knowledge receive and
Hmm.
capture that it is useful for in IT sector for uh,
Hmm.
smart, good. It is good for. I like working in IT sector due to I interested for
Hmm.
doing the SFE
Hmm. Yes.
course.
Yes, you are absolutely right, Govind. See, the working conditions in IT sector, you may be aware, very good working condition. But in a construction field, even I was working in the construction, so I know how difficult it is. For us, especially for the EHS professionals, it would be convenient if we get a desk job as a EHS consultant. And secondly, the salary package and the opportunities that you get in the IT sector are pretty good as compared to your EHS core domain. Lot of opportunities are there. So if you want to migrate to IT sector, I think this is the right time, especially after COVID pandemic. We have seen there have been a lot of SAP implementations across the world. There are new projects coming up in different organizations and different regions. And if you are good in EHS, plus if you know one of the softwares like SAP EHS, it will really help your career. Because
Okay.
nowadays you take any company, all the companies are nowadays using some kind of software to manage EHS data. Not only SAP EHS, there are many other softwares also which are available. For example, Enablon is one of the softwares. Apart from Enablon, you have Gensuit, and there are many other such applications. But among all these, SAP is one of the #1 companies that offer ERP solutions. Okay, so those who
Yes.
learn
Yes.
SAP EHS module have a good career ahead. And from the financial perspective also, it is far better to work in the IT sector. Okay, so that is the reason
Sir,
even I changed. Yeah. Yes, Govind.
my question is, sir, when
Yeah.
EHS SAP is completed, any job
Hmm.
opportunity instantly got, sir?
Yeah, there are openings. There are many job opportunities available, especially in your place, Pune. There are many companies in Pune. I know that.
Yeah.
And there are also opportunities available in other cities like Bangalore, or you may go to Hyderabad. There are many IT companies who recruit SAP HS consultants. So yes, there are opportunities.
Okay. So, okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll start. I'll share my screen. Let's start the session for today. I have a small presentation. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you know about SAP? Let me start with something with the background of SAP. What do you know about SAP? What is exactly SAP ERP software? Anybody has used this software before, or are you aware what is SAP? You can tell me whatever you know about this. No idea what is SAP? See, SAP is a software, like I told you, SAP is a German-based company who provide ERP software solutions. ERP means it is enterprise resource planning. Okay. Any company, when they want to automate their business processes means it can be related to manufacturing, like production, or it can be related to sales, or it may be related to the finance and accounts in the company, or maybe it is related to the HR activities in a company, or even warehousing operations, or apart from that, logistics, plant maintenance. See, you take any business process, many companies nowadays are using ERP softwares, and SAP is one of them. SAP ERP software will help the companies to carry out their day-to-day business activities in a very smooth manner, because technology is everything in today's world. Gone are those days when we used to manage all the data using very simple tools like Microsoft Excel or MS Word documents. Nowadays, companies need a real software wherein it will make their job easy and it will save a lot of time, right? So that is why many companies have already implemented SAP, and there are many other companies who are implementing SAP software. The only reason is it is going to help them to streamline their business process and also to make their job easy, and it will save a lot of time. And in SAP, there are many modules, not only EHS, there are many modules. Like I gave you examples. If you want to manufacture any product, for that production process, there is a module available in SAP that will help you to plan your production. Secondly, if you want to do sales, there is a module again available in SAP. Or to manage your financial data, again, we can use the SAP software to manage finance data, or even employee data, or even EHS data. So there are more than 100 modules available in SAP for different business applications. One of the module is called SAP EHS. Using SAP EHS, You can create EHS related data. You can store the data in the SAP software, and whenever required, you can generate the reports from that data. Reports in the sense compliance reports, or if you want to generate MSDS reports, or you want to develop standard operating procedures. For all these applications, you can use SAP EHS. Not only that, our very core functions like creating risk assessments or reporting incidents or injuries that occur in a company, or if you want to implement some control measures, for all these applications, we can take the help of SAP EHS module. And there are many advantages for the company if they are using SAP EHS. So what are those advantages? I have highlighted some of the points, if you can see on my screen. First and foremost, SAP EHS module will help you to reduce incidents, and it will allow you to mitigate risk and facilitate safe working environment. Nowadays, even the regulations are very strict. If you are employing people in your company, you are responsible for their health and safety. You need to provide a healthy environment, and you need to provide the safety to those employees who are working for you. Okay. And you see, depending on the industry, there are so many incidents that occur from time to time. These incidents need to be recorded, and you need to share the incident reports with your management, and you have to track how is your EHS performing. Maybe on a month-on-month basis or quarter-on-quarter basis, you have to share certain reports with your management. Like, for example, last month, how many incidents have occurred? What were those incidents? Like, was it a near miss incident, major accident, minor accident? What was the root cause? The investigation reports, all these reports you need to create and you have to share with the management. And to do this, we can take the help of SAP EHS. That is the first point. Secondly, if your company is into manufacturing some chemicals, chemicals are hazardous substances. And according to the regulation, you have to store these hazardous substances only according to certain limitation. Like, for example, if you have to store a chemical only, let's say up to a maximum limit of 100 kilogram, you have to ensure that it does not exceed the maximum limit. And there are functions available in SAP EHS that will help you to track the quantity of the hazardous substances. Not only regarding the storing of hazardous substances, it will also help you in handling these hazardous substances in a very safe manner, right? So that is again one of the advantages of SAP EHS. Thirdly, it will allow you to monitor the incident patterns and to devise improved risk management metrics. Monitoring incident patterns means, like I told before, there will be different types of incidents occurring in a company. Some of them will be like fire incidents, near miss incidents will occur, or some major accidents like, fall from height or falling objects. There are various kinds of incidents. So if you don't track them, if you don't monitor the incidents, then it will be very difficult for you to improve your EHS system. By identifying where are these incidents occurring, what is wrong with the current safety measures, do we have to implement any additional safety measures, we can analyze the data and then we can add some additional safety measures. So by continuously monitoring the incident patterns, it will help us to track how is our EHS system performing. For that reason, SAP EHS is very helpful. And next, it will allow you to comply with all the legal, safety and sustainability regulations. Climate change is one of the major topics, and there are many countries who have, voted in favor of climate protection, and they are taking necessary steps to avoid GHG emissions, or at least to reduce them, to reduce the carbon footprint, and to recycle the waste as far as possible. By taking all these initiatives, we can ensure that the environment is protected, and also it will help us to drive the organization or the company towards achieving those goals. So if you want to demonstrate that you are really in favor of environment protection, you need to generate a lot of reports. These reports will indicate what kind of necessary actions you are taking, what are your GHG emissions, by how much percentage are you able to reduce those GHG emissions. All these things will be tracked in a report. So all the compliance reports can be designed in our SAP, and we can generate the reports from time to time. Maybe some of the compliance reports need to be generated on a month-on-month basis. Some may have to be generated on a yearly basis. Whatever be the situation, it is very easy for us to generate all kinds of reports in SAP EHS module. Okay. And not only that, it will save a lot of time for the people who are working in EHS. Just imagine if you don't have a software, you have to first collect all the data related to EHS. You have to filter the data. You have to make corrections in the data. And then you have to design the report in MS Excel or maybe in the PowerPoint. Yeah. So just imagine how much time it is going to take. All that time can be saved, and it will be much easier for you to generate these reports by using SAP EHS module. That is another very good advantage of using SAP EHS. And finally, SAP EHS will also allow the company to take the risk assessments seriously. We can identify what are the hazards that we are facing in the plant or the company, and what are the current safety measures that we have. And if they are not enough, we can implement additional safety measures. So all this is possible if you have SAP EHS module. I'm not saying that without SAP EHS we cannot do these things. It can be done, of course. But the amount of work that you have to put, the amount of time it takes is really huge. And also, you need a lot of manpower to handle these kind of data. But because we are creating EHS data within this SAP software, and all the data will be readily available in the system. You don't have to go after the people. You don't have to collect the data from different sources. All that is reduced because SAP EHS is not a standalone module. SAP EHS is connected with other SAP modules. For example, it is connected with plant maintenance module. It is connected with warehouse management module. It is connected with material management. So all the data will be easily accessible to you if you are using SAP software. But otherwise, even if you have to report one injury, you have to find out who is the person that got injured, what is his name, what is his job, and where exactly this incident occurred. All this data first you have to collect externally, and then you need to prepare the report. But in SAP, that is not the case. Each and every information about the employee will be available. Where the incident occurred, those accident locations will be available, and it will be much easier for you to generate these incident reports, right? So for these reasons, SAP EHS is one of the very favored softwares, and in combination with other modules, it will prove to be very useful to the companies, right? That is why you take any big company, you take Saudi Aramco, you take SABIC, for example, or you take Deva, you take any big industry, they are already using SAP software. Okay, so because of these reasons, SAP EHS is one of the very good and competitive softwares which you can use to manage your EHS system. Right? These are some of the points which I have highlighted. Apart from these, there are many others. When we go through the codes, you will clearly understand how useful it is. Okay, so these are the advantages which I wanted to share before going into the details of EHS module. Any doubt, any question here for me before we carry on with the components of SAP EHS? Let me know if you have any questions here.
No, sir. No.
No, we'll continue. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this SAP EHS module? SAP EHS module has been divided into 8 components. There are total 8 components, and all these 8 components are related with your EHS, and each component can be used for different applications. So we'll see that starting with basic data and tools. This is the first component in SAP EHS called basic data and tools. Here we are going to learn how to create EHS data. Like for example, take any chemical. The information related to that chemical, its physical chemical properties, what firefighting measures we have to employ. In case if there is any exposure, what kind of first aid measures we have to employ. All this information we can create in basic data and tools, Not only that, related to the different hazards, like electrical hazards, mechanical hazard, noise, or even the pneumatic hazards. All the hazard information can be created in basic data and tools. So in one word, if I have to tell, the basic data and tools is mainly used to manage your EHS data. You can create EHS data, and at the same time, you can generate the report from the data in basic data and tools. And what tools are we going to use? If I want to create a EHS data, there are two important tools which are available here. One is called as specification management, and secondly, we have phrase management. These are the two tools which we are going to use to create EHS data. Exactly how it is done, how can we manage the data in basic data and tools, we are going to see that in detail when we go into the course. But here, just understand one thing. Basic data and tools is mainly used to create EHS data, manage the EHS data, and wherever required, we can even generate the reports. That is your basic data and tools. After that, we go to another very important topic in SAP EHS called as product safety. So what is product safety? Product safety here, when I say, I am referring to the hazardous products that the companies manufacture. It can be fertilizers, it can be pesticides, they can be paints, or they can be any other petrochemical products. Any product that you consider as hazardous product, related to that product, any kind of information that we need to create, any kind of document that we need to prepare, we can do that in product safety. And in this product safety component, mainly we are going to discuss about the report information system. What is a report information system? When you manufacture any chemical, it is your responsibility that you have to share the document related to that chemical. It may be in the form of MSDS or any other safety data sheet or any safety manual, for example. These reports need to be created first. There will be other people who are going to check these reports, and then it will be released to the public, right? So there is one sequence of steps that we have to take whenever we are preparing a safety document. The creator will be one person. After the document has been created, it will be sent to the manager. The manager will review the document. If there are any changes to be made, he will suggest those changes, and then that report or document will be released to the public. So that we are going to see in report information system. Second is another very important topic called substance volume tracking. So what is a substance volume tracking? Like I told before, there are many hazardous substance regulations which are there across the world, which limit how much of the hazardous substances you can store in the company, how much of the hazardous substances you can manufacture in the company, and how much you can sell. There is always a limit. It is not that you can manufacture as much as you want. It may be any product. It can be a pesticide, or it can be like, for example, ammonium nitrate. There is a limitation how much you can manufacture, how much you can store in the company. So in order to keep that hazardous substance quantity in check, we use this function called substance volume tracking. It will automatically check the quantity of the available hazardous substances, and then it is going to store that information, and it will generate the alerts to the SAP user. Whenever any hazardous substance reaches the maximum limit, there will be an alert generated. For example, take any example like ammonium nitrate. If the maximum quantity of ammonium nitrate you can store in a company is 2 tons, as soon as the quantity reaches 1.5 tons or 1.8 tons, an alert message will be generated. After receiving that alert message, you can take action and you can reduce the quantity of that hazardous substance. How is this possible? It is possible because of a function called substance volume tracking. It is mainly used to track the quantity of the hazardous substances which you are using in the company and how much of these hazardous substances you are storing. So towards that end, it will be very helpful because automatically it will generate the alert message. No need to go and check the quantity details every day. It is not required. It is all automated. It will fetch the details of the hazardous substance quantities from the system. it will compare it with the maximum limit. And whenever it is reaching the maximum limit, it will generate an alert message. So that is your substance volume tracking. Okay. Then the third topic is WWI report template. I told you it is very easy to generate reports and documents. But how is it possible? How can we generate a report within few minutes? It is because we design all the reports and documents which are required in advance. We will design them. We will decide what data has to go into these reports. And then those report templates we are going to store in the system. And whenever any report has to be generated with the real-time data, we can simply select one option and select the date from which date to which date we want to generate the report, and it will be done automatically within 2-3 minutes. But how do we design these report templates? What tool are we going to use? That is what we are going to see in WWI report template. Here, WWI stands for Windows Word Processor Integration. WWI stands for Windows Word Processor Integration. It is a software that is created by Microsoft, and this software is used to design report templates, label templates, or any other document if you want to design. That can be done using this WWI. Okay, that is also a very important topic in product safety. Along with the same product safety, we also have a topic called global label management. It deals with the different types of labels that are used in a company. What are the different label categories that are available in SAP EHS, and how we can decide the label size, label template, and then how do we generate a label. Those topics we are going to discuss in global label management. It is all about labels. In which business process we use labels? What should be the size of the label? What are the different label categories that are available? All that we are going to learn in global label management. Okay, so these topics come under product safety. Product safety, in short, is a component which is used to manage the hazardous substances in a company. Okay, understood? This is your second component. So any question here, don't hesitate. If you have any question, do let me know. In product safety, these are the things we are going to learn. Okay, is it clear? No questions here in product safety. Similar to product safety component. Yeah. Hazardous substance management. This is also a component which is very similar to product safety because this is also related to hazardous substances. But what we are going to do here, we are going to store all the hazardous substance related data in a record called hazardous substance.
Naza.
Yeah.
I've joined you from laptop. I can't see your screen. Can you reshare it?
I'm sharing my screen. 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me ask the other participants. Can others see my screen? No, even from the PC, you will be able to see my screen, Zendo.
I won't be able.
Okay, I will share again. Not an issue. I'll share it again. Yeah. If the network is not good, if the internet connectivity has issues, even then you may not be able to see my screen. Okay, I'm sharing again. Is it visible now?
No, not yet.
What can you see on the screen? Can you see my presentation?
Just a white screen.
White screen, yeah, it is because of internet connectivity.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Anyways, I'm recording this session. You can go through the recording once again. It will not be a problem.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sharing again. Let's see. After some time, it may be visible, but because of internet, I think you're not able to see. Okay, so let me continue from here. Let me continue. I was discussing regarding the hazardous substance management component, and I told you that any information related to hazardous substances we can store in hazardous substance master. All the important information regarding the hazardous substances, right? And why do we have to store it? We have to store in the master record because we have to prepare certain report called SARA reports. Anybody know what is a SARA report? Anybody knows what is SARA report? If you are from chemical background, you may know this, but otherwise it is difficult. A SARA report means it is Superfund Amendments and Reauthorization Act. The full form of SARA is Superfund Amendments and Reauthorization Act. This SARA report has to be prepared by those chemical companies who want to manufacture the chemicals in India or elsewhere, and if they want to sell those chemicals in USA. Because you cannot directly take your chemicals and sell it in American market. It is not allowed. You have to first take the permission from one of the environmental agencies called EPA. I am not sure if you know this. EPA, Environment Protection Agency. This is one of the environment agencies in USA. You have to take their permission. If you want to sell your chemicals, you need to take their permission. After the permission has been granted, every month you need to prepare these SARA reports and you need to submit them to EPA. So that is why we have to manage all the hazardous substance data in a master record. And from that master record, we can prepare SARA reports. Okay, it is a very small topic, by the way, where we are going to learn about the master record. And then we'll discuss regarding the SARA reports. Because SARA report, there are 3 types. What are they? What data they contain? We are going to see that in detail when we go to hazardous substance management. Okay. Next. After hazardous substance management, we have another very important topic called dangerous goods management. Dangerous goods management. Can you tell me what is a dangerous good? Anybody? Any idea what is a dangerous good? Or can you tell me what is the difference between a hazardous substance and a dangerous good? Both definition are same. Any substance that can cause harm to the human health, animals, or the environment is called as a hazardous substance. And the same definition goes even for the dangerous good. Any substance that has the potential to cause harm to the humans, animals, or environment is called as a dangerous good. Both are same. But only difference is in dangerous goods management, we are also going to discuss what are the different transportation methods we can use to transport our dangerous goods from India to Tanzania, for example. Or if you are manufacturing some chemicals in India, if you want to transport those chemicals to Europe, you need to follow certain regulations. We call them as dangerous goods regulations. According to that regulation, we have to package your dangerous good. We have to use a particular transportation means, and then we have to fulfill all the regulatory requirements. That is what we will be studying in dangerous goods management. We'll study some basic terminologies related to dangerous goods, and then we are going to study what are the different transportation categories that are available in dangerous goods management. Like you have roadways, railways, airways, sea mode of transportation. You can even use pipeline to transport your dangerous goods. So like that, what are the transportation categories available? We are going to study that in dangerous goods management. And not only that, there are many internationally recognized dangerous good regulations. For example, we have ADR, we have ADNR, we have IATA. IATA, I'm sure it is an international regulation. Most of you may be knowing this. IATA, IATA. That is also one of the DG regulations we have. Then we have IMDG. And there are some country specific DG regulations also, like ADG, Australian Dangerous Good Regulation. So we are going to discuss some of the important dangerous goods regulations in our DG management. And of course, we have a topic called Dangerous Goods Master Record. It is a record which contains all the information regarding the dangerous good. You take any dangerous good. For example, take diesel or petrol. All the information related to that chemical. What is the physical chemical property? How much quantity of the diesel can we transport in one shot? What mode of transportation we have to use? What kind of packaging we need to use in case of other chemicals? All this information we can create in a dangerous good master record. Very important when we study dangerous goods management, and we are going to see how to create this master record. What information will be there in this dangerous goods master record? And of course, we are also going to discuss about the dangerous goods documents that we have in this topic. Okay, this is your dangerous goods management. And it is a very important topic. You may see some of the job descriptions you may get, especially in Accenture and other companies like Wipro. Dangerous goods management is one of the very hot topics. They need people who know dangerous goods management. Okay, so this is one of the very important topics in SAP EHS. It is also a regulatory based topic wherein we have to follow certain regulations. We have to prepare documents as per those regulations, and then we have to define the transport categories. Next, very similar to dangerous goods management, we have another very important topic called waste management. What is a waste management? What is waste? Any material which cannot be used for further process, manufacturing process, is called as a waste. And there will be a hazardous waste and non-hazardous waste. So how to manage that hazardous waste? How to carry out the disposal process? What kind of documents we need to prepare for the disposal of this hazardous waste? All these factors we are going to study in the waste management. So in basic data, some basic terminologies related to waste management we are going to discuss. Then in master data, we'll study authority assigned number, what is an entry document, what is a disposal document, and how do you create this data, how do you create the waste management business partners. All these things we are going to discuss in master data. Then of course, we have one very important document in waste management called as disposal document. When you want to dispose of waste, you have to first transport it from your plant to the disposal facility. So during the transportation process, we need a very important document called disposal document. We will take one example, though there are many types of disposal documents. We will take one example. We will create this disposal document. What data you have to enter? What are the waste management business partners that you have to create? Then how can we generate this document? All this we are going to study in disposal documents. Okay, so waste management is just like your dangerous goods. It is also a regulatory based topic where we need to follow certain rules and regulations to manage the hazardous waste. Okay, that will be covered in waste management. Next, after we complete waste management, next another very important topic. I have discussed this before, industrial hygiene and safety. We have a topic called industrial hygiene and safety. All your core EHS functions like preparing risk assessments, reporting incidents or accidents, carrying out investigations, yeah, or implementing control measures, how to create a work area, what is called as exposure management. Exposure management means whenever your employees are exposed to certain hazards, to what level they are exposed to the hazards, what kind of control measures we need to implement to reduce the exposure level. Those things we are going to discuss in exposure management. A risk assessment, you already know. I don't have to tell you what is a risk assessment. We can prepare a risk assessment in industrial hygiene and safety. There is a separate function or application that is given by SAP. We can go to that application and create risk assessment. And also we are going to study how to take these measurements. You know, if there are hazards, we need to take the measurements. We need to measure. We need to record those measurement values in the SAP system. How we can do that? What are the different measurement methods that are available? All these topics we are going to cover in measurement management. Similarly, we also have a work area management. Work area is nothing but a plant or a company can be divided into different sections. Like you have production area, you have transformer yard, you have a boiler room, you have DJ room. All these are different sections in a plant. By creating different sections, it will be easy for us to identify the hazards and we can take control measures. So each section in a plant is called as a work area. So how to create this work area, what information we can maintain in the work area, those things we are going to discuss in work area management. This is a very broad topic. There are a lot of functions available. It is going to take a lot of time to complete this industrial hygiene and safety. Okay, and this is the core function of EHS. You go to any company, it can be any company, any sector. Wherever there are employees working, we need industrial hygiene and safety. Because it is our responsibility, we have to provide safety to them. We have to provide a safe working environment. And to achieve that, we have industrial hygiene and safety. Okay, so this is applicable to all the sectors, all the companies, and it is a very versatile component, and every company can use this, even construction, in fact. Okay, so this is your industrial hygiene and safety. Let me know up to here, have you understood, or if there are any questions related to these topics, you can ask me before I go to the last component called occupational health. Yeah, don't worry, Zenda. I'm going to share this recorded video to you so that you can again go through the entire. I don't know if you can see my screen still, but no worries, the recording will be provided.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. Okay, any questions, any doubts so far? People, let me know. If we are clear so far, we have seen basic data and tools, product safety component I have explained to you, hazardous substance management. Then we went to dangerous goods management, which is again, like I told you, very important topic. Yeah. Then I told you something from waste management. Especially you have to concentrate on disposal documents. What are the different disposal documents we have? How do we prepare these disposal documents? How can we maintain the waste related data? How to create waste management business partners? All these are very important topics. And I'm just giving you a gist of the information. But when we go into the practicals, when we go into the codes, each of these topics are going to take a lot of time to explain. We will see this theoretically, plus we are going to see this practically. Yeah. And then I told you about industrial hygiene and safety, what functions are available to us, and how we can effectively use industrial hygiene and safety. Next, last topic in SAP EHS is called as occupational health. Occupational health. Very important topic, again, applicable for all the industries, all the sectors, wherever there are employees working, we are responsible. That is, employers are responsible for their health and well-being. So to manage the health related information for all the employees, we use occupational health. So what can we do here? What can we manage in occupational health? If you want to send any employee, let's say, for example, you want to recruit some employees, and before you give them the offer letter, you have to send them for medical checkup. Once the medical checkup is done, you are going to get the reports, and depending on that medical report, you may recruit people. Okay. And once they join the company, thereafter, every 6 months or every year, you have to send them for medical checkup. Especially those who are working in chemical industry, they need to go for the medical checkup every 3 months because they will be exposed to a lot of chemical hazards. So the continuous monitoring of their health is very important. So the companies send these employees for medical checkup every 3 months. But after the medical checkup is done, where do you manage all the data? See, there may be 500 people working in a company or maybe 2000 people working in a company. But irrespective of the number of employees, all their medical records can be maintained in occupational health. Medical checkup can be a pre-employment medical checkup, post-employment medical checkup, regular medical checkups. Every medical checkup records can be maintained in occupational health. And to do that, we have a component called medical service. Medical service is nothing but this contains the entire information related to the health records of the employee. That is a medical service. Similarly, we can take appointments also. If I want to send 10 employees tomorrow for some medical checkup, I can take the appointment today and I can share the invitation letter with those employees. Out of 100 people, if I want to send 10 people or 15 people tomorrow, I first have to take appointment from the medical center, create an invitation letter and share that invitation letter with the employee so that they can take a printout of that invitation letter and they can go for the medical checkup. Again, that can be done by using schedule planning. Schedule planning is a function which is used to take appointment for medical checkups. And not only that, if there are any injuries or illnesses occurring in a plant, injuries will be very common, especially in construction or in manufacturing also, injuries are very common. Day after day, small or big, major or minor injuries will keep on happening. But as EHS professionals, we have to manage, we have to collect all the data, we have to prepare injury illness log, and we have to submit these records to the management. Right? So towards that, we have a solution called injury illness log. We can create injury illness reports and submit these reports to the management. So occupational health overall is a very important topic which is concerned with the health and well-being of the employees. It is all related to health. Even if you want to provide vaccination to the employees, you can manage that vaccination data in occupational health. If you are sending any employee for medical checkup, that medical record you can store it in occupational health. Or if you want to take any appointment for medical checkup, that also can be done here. If you want to record injuries or illnesses or what the doctor has suggested, work restrictions, every data related to the health can be maintained in occupational health. Okay, so in detail, we are going to discuss about the available solutions, what functionalities are available, what applications we can use in occupational health. Okay, so these are the 8 topics that we are going to cover in SAP EHS module. And of course, I'm also going to tell you how is the incident accident log connected with your injury illness log. We have something called as integration, where injury illness log can be connected with your incident accident log. From one report, you can jump to the other report. If you are currently looking at incident report, directly from that report, you can go to the injury report. That is called as integration because they are connected with each other. That is called as integration, and I'm going to show you how this is done or what are the functionalities available in this. Okay, so these are the 8 topics that we are going to learn in SAP EHS. There are totally 8 components. And then finally, apart from these EHS topics, I'm also going to take up some technical topics like data structures, tables, and integration. There are something called as SAP tables, where the data will be stored. So what are these tables? How we can see the data in the tables? That also we are going to cover during the course. So functional details as well as technical details I'm going to cover during our course. Right. So these are some of the things that I'm going to cover in the SAP EHS module. And it is going to take almost like 2 to 2.5 months to complete all of these topics. First, we'll see the theory part. Then we'll see the practicals. I will give you some assignments which you need to complete. And video recordings you are going to get. I'm going to share all the materials related to these topics. And then we are going to also see what kind of questions you can expect during the interview. How do you have to prepare your CV or resume? I will share one of the sample resumes with you so that you can prepare it accordingly. All these things are covered in our EHS online training course. Okay, so this was a small topic and a presentation which I wanted to share with you. I hope you are somehow familiar with what topics we are going to see during the course, what we are going to learn. And apart from these, if you have any other questions related to the course or related to the content, you can please ask me.
When are we going to start?
When we are going to start? Very soon. In a
Okay.
couple of days, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah. All the information related to the course timings, they will discuss with you what time would be comfortable to you, at what time can you connect. So the training coordinator is going to discuss with you and we can arrange it. I don't know what is the time difference, Zenda, between Indian time and there in Tanzania.
2.5
2.5
hours.
hours. Okay, like
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
like Saudi Arabian time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Yes, Kiran.
Can we get the notes something?
Yes, definitely you are going to get the notes. Yes.
However, this is recording, right? We are dropping in the chat, right?
Yeah, that is automatically, like once I start the recording, after disconnecting the call, the recording will be shared automatically.
Okay. Then,
Yeah, like for example, I don't know if I have any recording here. Yeah, like this, you are going to get a recording. You need to download this. These are available only for 30 days. So what I suggest is those of you who are attending the sessions, please download these videos.
Okay.
Yeah. Govind, any question from you?
No, sir. Actually, I'm just thinking, and any question, yeah, ask you tomorrow, sir. I will ask you tomorrow.
Sure. No problem. No problem. Okay. So this is what I had as a presentation, as a demo. By the way, if you want me to show the server, I can do that. Zenda specially for you. Because we use a SAP demo system. That is where we are going to create all this data. What I told you, it has to be created in SAP software, right? So you log in into the software and we can go to the particular application that we want to create. Like for example, let me show you just a sample. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Can you see my screen, Zenda?
Yes. I see it with my phone.
Good. Okay. So this is the application where we need to log in into the SAP demo server. We have to enter the user ID and password, just like this.
Okay.
And then we can use the applications of SAP. Not only EHS. If you want to learn other modules, it is the same server.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a SAP demo system. This is the actual software. By the way, this is just a demo system. but the real software will also be similar to this. Like for example, if you want to create an injury illness log, as an example, we have to enter the transaction code or command. I can say CBIH72 is a command or it is a transaction code if I want to create an injury illness log. So you enter that command, the system will take you to the application where you can create injury illness log. So something like this. Okay, I will show
Okay.
you the existing injury illness log. Like you have all those injury illness logs here. You can select one of them from the list and then you can see the details which are maintained. Like this. For example, there are two options given here. Let me go to this one injury illness log. Double click on this. That will open the log which has been created.
Okay.
Yeah, like this. So this is an injury illness log. They have entered some details, like they have given a name for this injury illness log, what type of injury or incident that has occurred, when, on which date and time, in which plant number this injury has occurred, who is the person that got injured. So here we can see Michael Ryder is the employee who has got injured, right? And you can
Yes.
also add additional information, like if there is eyewitness detail, the name of the eyewitness, what kind of first aid treatment was given to this Michael Ryder, like we have given first aid treatment to him, the event related details, where exactly did this injury occur. They are saying that surrounding of airbrush sprayer. So this is where in work area 50 this injury occurred. And then what type of injuries?
Yeah.
He got cut, abrasions, or any other like electrical shock or a
Yeah.
fracture. What kind of injury? Exactly what it was. You can add those injury types here. Let me show you. These are the injury types. Maybe even poisoning, skin irritation, scratches, cut, fracture. It could be any of this. Sprain,
Yeah.
lacerations. All these are different injury types. You can select with whatever is applicable to the employee. You can add that injury here,
Okay.
right? And the treatment location. Exactly where did you provide the treatment to the employee? Who is the first aider that provided the first aid treatment? And further other details can also be added, right? So this is an
Yeah.
example for your injury illness log, and you can create a report from this log, right? So this is one application I just wanted to show you as a sample. Similarly, there are many other things like risk assessment. If you want to prepare, you can go to CPIH12 transaction code that will
Yeah.
allow you to create a risk assessment like this. So this software will be given to you during the training so that you can work on this and you can practice this well, understand how this works. Yeah, and you can get a deep understanding on the application of these solutions.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And when you are done creating all the data, it is very easy. You need to just close this and come out of it. Very easy. So
Okay.
software like this will be provided to you during the training, and it will be available to you 24 hours a day for I think 2 to 2.5 months. You can utilize the software.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another thing what I wanted to show you. Now I think you may have some idea regarding what we are going to learn and what are the solutions we have. Okay, so any other question, guys? Any other doubts? If you have, let me know. I'm done with the presentation. And And if you have any other questions later on also, please don't hesitate. You can contact the training coordinator. They will connect me to you. You can ask any other questions which you may remember later on. Okay. Fine, guys. I think maybe I'll wind up here. If you have no questions, it was a nice session. Sorry, it had to be rescheduled because I was not available.
Tomorrow we are having any classes or?
Yeah, we are going to have. Today I will not take. Tomorrow I'm going to continue for you, Kiran, as usual.
Okay, done that.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fine then. I think I'll wind up here. Thank you so much. Okay, see you.
Thank you. Good night.
Yes, good night. Take care, all of you. Bye.